it's Chan. What's up? So, I got my jar of topics. I'm going to pick one and I'm going to discuss it straight off the dome, okay? So let's go. Let's pop this thing open. How you doing today? All right. Topic. Check your love patterns. Okay, so let's talk about it. Love patterns are how you show consideration, care to someone you're in a relationship with. How you set boundaries, how you don't set boundaries. Was this relationship like the last relationship? In what way? Did they talk to you the same? The person that you went after the same? When they disappointed you, did you excuse it the same way? Are you seeing a pattern in how you love people? And are you checking that pattern? I think a lot of times when people get into a position where they're just like, forget relationships, I'm not doing relationships and all of that, is because they haven't been honest with themselves about what their love pattern is. And your love pattern might be something unhealthy. Your love pattern might be what you've seen all your life, what you grew up around, who your mother had relationships with, who your father had relationships with. Your love pattern could be, you are connected to people with trauma. So all of your relationships have involved you dealing with people with trauma, or you dealing with people who are not healed from their last relationship, or the way that you built a friendship with this person was because their parents left them too, and your parents left you. It's not built on something healthy for you to sustain long term. And so a lot of times, if we don't check our pattern, know our pattern, then we fall easily into the next person that was like the last person. For instance, my pattern in the past was, because I haven't been in a relationship in 4 years, my pattern in the past was building friendships where I see red flags when we're just friends, and me getting in a relationship with that person thinking our relationship would be different. Wait. Or me having a friendship with someone who is creative, and I like them so much creatively, and I like them so much as a friend, that I see no reason why a romantic relationship wouldn't work. And what's so gambly about that, what's gambly about that is someone who is your friend will show up different as your lover, as your protector, as like the person you share energy with. And sometimes who that person is romantically may not be the person for you. You still love them as a friend. You still love the fact that they're creative, they're go-getters, y'all connect on a different level. But when it comes to romantically, there's something about them that they will never be able to feed. Okay, I knew that about my first ex, my second ex, gradually over time, a longer period of time. I knew that about third ex. Once we got into the romantic side of the relationship, there were things in my mind thinking forwardly, okay, I won't be able to do this. My kids won't be able to do this. He's never going to be that man in my mind. And I had to ask myself, I said, why am I crossing off the things that I want in a man because this particular individual is not those things? What are they crossing off about me? And we never had that conversation. There were things that as habits he had that I didn't like, that I never spoke up about. My independence at the time was very like, Chantal protects herself, to the point where like when it came time for us to make like a real big life decision, I couldn't see myself depending on him to do what I needed for myself. I had to make sure I was in a position to do for me. I didn't feel comfortable having a man do for me to that extent. And so I wouldn't put myself in the position to have him have to do that. And so that relationship ended. And then relationship 4 was because I was grieving relationship 3. And I knew relationship 4 was a dead end. I wasn't looking at it for long term. I was really done with relationships after like relationship 3 because I'm just like, why am I investing all this time into people that fully don't have what I want anyway? And I was really grieving. And then years later, relationship 5 happened because we had a friendship before I had kids for a very long time. So I felt like I knew him, and the pattern continues. I felt like since our friendship was this great, what would us being romantic really do? And once I tried it romantically, I found loopholes in the fact that this man has a great wall of china up when it comes to his feelings and everything that I will never be able to break down. And I found myself holding on to the things that I liked about him, but all the things I wanted in a man, I started crossing off that he could not be. And it got to a point where I was like, you don't need to be in a relationship, you need to be working on yourself. He was used to being, again, the man that puts out money for every problem that the woman he's with has. And I'm the type of person where I do not like people trying to keep me with money or material things. If mentally and emotionally you are cut off, the money and the material things wouldn't mean anything to me long term. And for a lot of women today, the money and the material things are enough. The cars are enough. The lifestyle that you get to show on the outside is enough. For me, it's not like that. And especially the fact that I have kids. Like, I don't want to really give someone the time that I need to be giving my kids if I know it's not going to be long term. It's just, irresponsible. So when it comes to your love patterns, know what they are. Learn how to avoid them and learn about yourself in the process. It's all a process. And the more you learn to take care of yourself better, you learn, not you teach someone else. The more you learn what you need and how to take care of yourself better, the better you'll be long term with who you're supposed to be with. Right now, this year, I'm going to try what y'all call dating. I'm trying to be positive. I'm not looking forward to it just because I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking forward to. And with how people move out here and how they're not comfortable with honesty, and I am very comfortable with honesty. I am very comfortable with someone meeting me, talking to me, and be like, well, have a nice night, and not give me a number and we not see each other again. I'm super comfortable with somebody being like, well, I thought I liked you, but you're cool, but I don't see. Great. Thank you for saving my time. Likewise, and we have to get to a point where we're okay with us not being who the next person wants. I think a lot of times men know earlier that this is not the woman I want, but because they rather have a body, and some women will rather have a body, they keep pursuing this pointless relationship. And I don't want to give my time to any more pointless relationships. So know your love patterns. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back with another topic from my topic jar.